Today, inshallah, we will discuss chapter 15 of the book, which is related to lean synchronization. Okay, we're still in the planning and control stage in operation, but today, inshallah, we will see what we mean by lean operations or lean synchronization. Those are the questions that are relevant to chapter 15. The first question is, what's lean synchronization? That means we will define the lean synchronization. The second question is related to how does lean synchronization eliminate waste? Third question, how does lean synchronization apply throughout the supply network? And finally, how does lean synchronization compare with other approaches? So today we will take three concepts in the operations. The first concept is lean synchronization, and we will discuss the lean synchronization. And then we will have another concept which is MRP, and we will compare between MRP and lean synchronization. And also we will have the third concept today, which is the JIT or just-in-time operations, and we will see what is the meaning of just-in-time. Okay, lean synchronizations or lean operation is related to eliminating all the waste from the operations. We mean by the waste the raw materials that are left after the production is completed, and also the spare parts and any waste or any materials that left after the manufacturing operation. So in lean synchronization, the objective here is to eliminate or at least reduce the waste, okay, because when the waste exists in the operation area, then it will have some disadvantages to the operations. Okay, for example, some of the disadvantages is that it's slowing down the operations, it's also increasing the cost of the operations, and also it will reduce the quality of the final products and services. So we need to eliminate those waste in the lean synchronization. As we saw in the previous lecture or in the previous chapter, which is chapter 12, that the traditional approach in the operation is that we have, for example, in single stage operations, we have stage A and we have some inventory, and stage B. The traditional approach in manufacturing is that we have buffer inventory between the operations stages, like the one we have here in this slide. This is the buffer inventory as we saw in the previous chapter. Okay, and this inventory was very important in the operations, because if we don't have inventory, then the operation will stop several times, because we need this inventory to complete the operations or to complete the production. So this is the traditional way. Okay, the same thing between stage B and stage C in what we call it the double stages or two stages inventory. Okay, those already we discussed it in chapter 12. In the new approach, which is the JIT or just in time. JIT means just in time. Okay, in just in time approach, we don't have inventory. Okay, we eliminate the inventory. Why? Because the inventory, as we said, that it has some cost. The inventory has some cost, and once we eliminate the inventory, we eliminate this cost. But just-in-time approach depends on two ways. The second stage, order the inventory or the stock, and the previous stage, deliver the stock. Okay, this is the problem of the inventory. You see here, this ship is the production, and the rocks are the problems. The problems means the waste and the items that are left in the operations with the problems that exist during the operation. Okay, the more the waste, the more those rocks comes to the surface of the sea, then it will hit the operation. That means the operation will stop here. Okay, you see, when the operation when the problems come out of the sea, this is the manufacturing place, and those are the problems of the operations. Then the operation will stop because of there is a lot of problems. And the more we reduce these problems or these waste, the more our operation will go smoothly. So here our objectives in the operation, that we need to reduce those waste or reduce those problems in the operation. We have two types in the operation, which is the complex structure and simple structure. Okay, and related to the routings of the operations. The routings means the movement from one step to another step. So the more the structure is simple and the routing is also simple, we have just 2 or 3 routings, we can use lean synchronization or we can use MRP. But once the structure will go complex and the routing also will go complex, then it's better to use MRP more than lean synchronization. Okay, and the most complex, we use what we call it the project management. If we have a question about the difference between lean synchronization and MRP, just in time means it's the same as lean synchronization. We can instead of just in time here, we can put lean synchronization. Okay, so this is the difference between MRP and just in time or lean synchronization. MRP, it's you see here manufacturing resource planning, or we can call it material requirements planning, the same thing. Okay, whereas JET means just in time, or we can put here lean synchronization, and the same thing. This is a push system. A push system means, if you remember that we have 2 systems in the operation. If you remember, we had push system and pull system. We said that the push system, the process will push the finished products to the next stage, to the next process. Okay, so it will make some waste, it will make some inventory near the next stage. But the just-in-time or the lean synchronization is used as a pull system. MRP is planning and control calculation mechanism. It's a calculation mechanism. Whereas in the JET or lean synchronization has aims which are wider than the operations planning and control activity. We plan here in just-in-time or in lean synchronization, we plan ahead about the production or the production stages. MRP need complex, centralized, computer-based organization. So here we need a complex and centralized computer-based organization. But here in just-in-time or lean synchronization, we use simple control systems. MRP assumes a fixed operations environment with fixed lead time. But here in just-in-time, resources are flexible, okay, and minimize lead time. We need to minimize the production time. The MRP is good for planning or good at planning, weak at control. But in just-in-time, good at control and weak in planning. MRP is more capable at dealing with complexity as measured by numbers of items being processed. Here in just-in-time or in lean synchronization, less capable of responding instantaneously, that means in the same time, to change in demand as the part count, options and colors increase. So these are the difference between MRP and JET or just-in-time. And as I told you that just-in-time here can be replaced by lean synchronization, because just-in-time and lean synchronization are relatively the same thing.